rock stars. Let's try this one more time. Third time's always a charm. All right, babes, we are live for our Warrior Babe Wednesday Q&A time together. Take 3. We got this. It's gonna work this time. Super excited. Hey, now I'm seeing people join in a little bit faster. All right, awesome. What's up, you guys? Take 3. Third time's a charm here. We got this. Warrior Babe Wednesday Q&A live with me. So I'm imagining that you guys were seeing me getting super frustrated in the last live, just like, what do I do? But moved locations for the third time, so we're good. What's up, Gail? Hi, Paula. Hi, babes. Excited to be here. I love coming here to these Q&A sessions with you guys. I love spending time with you guys. So I know I did like I talked about everything in the beginning. I'm just going to say it again. If you guys are joining in at a later time or date here, please give me the hashtag replay and leave all of your comments and your questions here in one area so that Kate and I can see it, and we can come back at a later time and date and we can answer those questions that are pertaining to this live Q&A. Yeah, you never give up. Never. It's not in my dictionary. Bobby, hi. If you're frustrated, you cannot show it at all. Frustrated, you do not show it at all. Okay, good. Good. Because I wanted to throw my computer across the room or go and find the Wi-Fi router and try to reset it. Literally, that was all that was going on in my head. Thanks, babes. Thanks, Paula. All right, let's dive into this. So we can get this started in just a few seconds. But first, I do want to re-welcome all of our new Warrior Babes because I deleted the other live videos, so nobody's going to be able to see that. I want to still keep the flow of how we do our Q&As here. So welcome to all of the new Warrior Babes. This normally doesn't happen for our Q&As, and hey, we're in a good spot. It's going to work now for the rest of the Q&A, so I'm excited. But welcome, you guys. I'm excited you're here. You are part of an amazing community. Literally, like, look at this support. I mean, I fucking love it. I love it. It's and not just this side of support. The support of the community by the babes, how energy coming in, so it's super exciting. You guys are just kind of trying to reconnect again. Okay, breathe. If y'all can still see me, let me know. I'll try and still do it in the background of this screen that I can't see anything. Can y'all still see me? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna keep drinking my coffee. WTF. All right, cool. You guys can see me. I'm just gonna ignore this trying to reconnect to move to a better signal. I'm completely thrown off of our normal flow right now. So if you guys have any questions, okay, cool. You guys can still see me. If you have any questions, let's dive into this Q&A and get this thing fired off so that we can start this whole process. Kelly, you might want to drink something else. Oh my God. Seriously. All right, babes. Good. You guys can still see me. I'm going to spike this with some vodka. I'll be right back. Maybe part 3, but we're good. Do you consider the 6-day training split in the home workouts to be very active? In the Warrior Babe calculator, follow to a T, 15 reps, 5 sets, hit 4 days, and always core circuit. Secondly, is hypertrophy workouts better than supersets for what I'm about to build again? All right, so this is a really good question, Jennifer. Hopefully y'all can still hear me and see me. I consider all of my workouts to be pretty intense. Now, the very active side of things is more about your lifestyle and what you do outside of WarriorBabe, like your job is, if you're on the go all the time, if you're standing up at your job all the time. That's more of what that moderator is for. And then to answer your second question, the hypertrophy workouts, they are better to focus on gaining lean muscle than the supersets are. But you'll see inside of my hypertrophy program that I still have some kind of supersets that are mixed in there as well. All right. I've gained weight and size since July. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, Joe, I saw your comment, and I commented back in there, and I would love to know like what your stats are, what your macros are, and maybe even send in like a picture so that we can see what body type you truly are, and I can help kind of resurface the waters to what's going on. Another thing that I would check, and I always go to this secondarily, is like, I know you said you went to your doctor, and like just making sure that everything's in alignment, your hormones are in alignment, and everything's working in your favor on that end. Then it's more merely just like the exercise and the diet side of things. And if you've been like, if you can legitimately say you've been consistent, because that's a big thing. Like if you're going in and out and you're not being consistent and you're just riding the roller coaster, some days you have macros and some days you don't, you're not going to reap the rewards of the results that you want to see. So consistency is really important. So if you can be honest about that, then, I would follow up with my comment, what I put inside your post. Heather, I joined WarriorBabe about 3 weeks ago. Previous to WarriorBabe, I had been lifting for about 1.5 years, and I'm very familiar with macros. What's up, Victoria? About everyone, but yet to see a video to find anything about it. Can you elaborate? Yeah, so I did a rally call about this. So you want to check the rally call section of the app, and I talk about like the whole fasting protocol, and there's even inside of the WarriorBabe basic section. So if you open up your app and you go and you swipe left and you go to the WarriorBabe basics, there is in the printables, the top thing says printables, and you scroll down, there's a whole fasting protocol that I put inside of there. So I would listen to the rally call, and then I would also check out that fasting protocol in the printable section. Fasting isn't necessarily a requirement here. I just put that in there for anybody who's interested in it because I had gone through it. You don't have to do it, and it's not mandatory here inside of WarriorBabe. Should we be breaking up carbs equally for all 6 meals? Yeah, the way that I like to say is like you do want to take whatever your carb number is. So say if your example 140, you divide that by 6, that should be like your aim target number, like to be able to hit through all of your flow of your meals for the day. This whole screen is messing me up. So yeah, we want to take that number and divide it by 6. Now when I say that, you don't have to be spot on with that number. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that's just an aim that you want to target for. And for some of you, you guys may like more carbs around your workouts to provide you that fuel and that energy. So that's another area of, where you can put more carbs around and then leave out, like have more protein and fats throughout the day. But that's the way that I like to do it, just to be simple, is to take that number, divide it by 6, and that be your aim target number for all of your meals. Yeah, thank you, Cindy. Listen to the rally call of 9:28. Nikki talks about a 4-hour fast and how to do it. It's not a 4-hour fast, but it's a long fast, correct? And I believe that is the correct date for the rally call. Makes sense. Oh, Joe, yeah, my morning cortisol is through the roof, and I'm taking ashwagandha and cutting out coffee, but maybe this is just a thing with menopause. Yeah, so that's another thing. Like if you are just in the beginning, I have a VIP babe who's in this pot right now, who's just in the beginning months of menopause, or what I think. She's being confirmed by her doctor, and always do that. Always run things by your doctor first, almost, before you implement things with WarriorBabe. So she's going through the same things and realizing that her weight it's fluctuating and staying about the same. So that's something that you definitely want to get under wraps, and something that maybe your doctor will be able to help you with even more. Loretta, do I change my macros if I move to hypertrophy? Oh, and another thing too, Joe, is like if you are a morning workout person, I would consider and recommend moving your workouts to the afternoon, because if your cortisol is high in the AM and you're working out, you're just going to rise it even more, even if you do have food intake, but you're putting stress on your body, and stress leads to cortisol rising. So I would recommend thinking, if you don't already, to work out in the afternoon. Loretta, do I change my macros if I move to hypertrophy? I lift and do an accessory work 3 to 4 days a week, and CrossFit WODs 2 to 3 days a week currently. Loretta, if you check out in my description with this Q&A, if you go to WarriorBabe.helpscouts.com and you go to the macro section, you can check out what you would want to do if you want to just maintain your weight and start building weight or building muscle. Yeah, because if you move into hypertrophy, you do want to have a caloric intake, or a higher caloric intake if you move into hypertrophy. And if that's your focus, to put on muscle, then that's what you want to do. And that's what you need to do. Heather, I joined WarriorBabe about 3 weeks ago. Previous to WarriorBabe, I have been lifting for about a year and a half. I'm very familiar with macros. Okay, here we go. Here's the rest of it. Follow the strict movement. I hit a plateau and joined WarriorBabe with recommendation from a friend. I am at the point where I have muscle but need to lose some fluff. Should I be following HIST workouts or hypertrophy to lose extra fluff? HIST. Joe, thank you. I will try those things. I appreciate you. Yeah, absolutely. Mosquitoes are like the they're the country bug here. Yeah, absolutely, Joe. You're welcome. And a HIIT can also cause cortisol to be up, especially in women, just so FYI. Yeah, absolutely. You want to, strength training, especially in the afternoon, will be better for you. And it's not so intense as like, hitting the ground running in a spinning class or doing HIIT or doing something that's cardio based. Strength training is actually really important for you women who are in the beginning stages of menopause or moving through menopause or even past menopause. It's really important. Candace, hi there. I am a endomeso and following endo macros. As I continue to lean out, should I change my macros to meso body type? Yeah. Yep. As you reveal more of your the body type that you truly are after you lose like that body fat or fluff, you will probably have to transition to a different body type as you do resemble a different body type, and your body's gonna want more food. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that. Oh, yes, Victoria. I only read the first line, and I know we're coming to that season, you guys. Your bodies, before I even read that, your bodies are made in the winter. Your summer bodies are made in the fucking winter. Remember that. Since holidays are coming up, can you have a rally call related on how to deal with having your workout schedule and diet interrupted this holiday season? I feel like this is where most people fall off the bandwagon, including me, and harder to get back on track training. Yeah, I love that idea to have a rally call for it. I did do a rally call for Easter. And it's inside of the app too as well. So we want to go back to when Easter was and check that out. But I can totally do another one too as well. Loretta, you're welcome, you guys. Absolutely. I'm glad y'all can still see me, even though my screen is telling me that I need to reconnect. All right, guys. Where are my Q&As? Where are we at? Let's go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I didn't get to spike this yet. I'm glad it's still working. All right, Marissa, I'm a meso and gaining muscle since I started in August. My weight went up 4 pounds like a month and a half ago and hasn't changed since. I feel like I do better with less fats. Macros from the calculator is 60 fats. I have moved it down to 50. What are your thoughts on this? I have kept my macro numbers were recommended. 137, 120 carbs. Yeah. Definitely. You can totally do that. when you're adjusting your macros, the first things you want to take away are a little bit of fats and a little bit of carbs. Now, that depends differently for everybody. So that's just a broad perspective and a broad view. And I do dive deeper in that into the Blueprint program. But you can, so think about that. You just took away, and this will help a lot of you guys. You just took away 100 calories. So because 9 times, or 10 times 9 is 90. 9 grams of fat, or 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. So you just eliminated 10 there. So 9 times 10 is 90. So that's 90 calories. Doing that math super fast. And I have been on low carb for so many years that I gain weight and swell whenever I have carbs. I'm terrified of having this many carbs. Any suggestions? This is where I would watch what your carb sources are. You know, like if you know you bloat with breads, only slowly bring them in. If you know that you bloat with rice, only slowly bring them in. What carbs do your body work best with, and incorporate those carbs into your everyday routine. So that's what I would recommend it. And don't, and also what I talked about before, like dividing your numbers up evenly throughout the day so that your body can only focus on digesting a small amount, and then, you know, you're revving your metabolism up, and then it's ready to eat in the next couple of hours. So that's what I would recommend you do, Anna. Gail, I got hung up on what my body type is. I wasn't endomeso, but I do have a lot of muscle. However, I'm holding in my gut and thighs. Do I stay in endomacros then? Y'all, I would go with what that calculator tells you that your dominant body type is. I have seen like 2 or 3 messages come through. I don't know where, but I've seen like, you know, where was it now? I'm trying to think. I don't remember. But I've seen a couple messages say that they were doing this. They got two readings. Go do it once, and that's it. And whatever the macro calculator tells you it is, that's what you are. All right. Now, let me tell you guys, if you are feeling hungry, if you are feeling like you're fatigued after workouts, then that may be an inclination to your body. And this is where I dive deeper on all of this into the Blueprint. That may be an inclination to your body that you need to increase your protein, you need to increase your carbs, and mainly around your workouts. So just take that into consideration. Like, the Blueprint is another option for you guys. It's the manual to macro world, because it dives so much deeper into everything, a lot of the questions that I commonly see. All right, someone mentioned not eating carbs at dinner if you're a meso. Is this true? No. You guys can have carbs. You can eat till 8 o'clock at night. You can eat till 8:30. Like, those are not true. If you guys see the carb not at dinner, that's mainly for, if you go to like the beginner section of the application, that's for the beginners. And that's more of a structured meal plan that I've made for them so that they don't have to dive into macros right away. Because if you're just starting your fitness journey, macros is probably the last thing that you need to focus on right away. You need to focus on making lifestyle changes. And in that beginner menu, I don't have carbs and I don't recommend having carbs in it, because I'm helping them transition into something different. But you guys are macros. If you guys are using macros, then that's totally fine. If you have carbs late at night, it's not going to hurt anything. Mandy, any special recommendations? I really had difficulty losing weight. I did have my insulin level tested, and it was double. For my HbA1c is fine, and blood glucose W. I do feel like I'm struggling with insulin sensitivity. Darn it. Yeah, babe, that's something that I would run by your doctor and see what he recommends. That may have you wanting to focus on like lesser simple carbs and more complex carbs. Complex carbs and having more protein in your diet. If you're not focusing on having protein in your diet, get that number hit. Seriously. Protein helps stabilize blood glucose levels, and so does having the complex carbs don't create an immediate insulin spike. They keep that at bay, and they have long sustained energy for you throughout the day. day, whereas simple carbs will create an immediate insulin spike. So I would focus on, hey, getting that protein in, because that protein will stabilize blood sugar for the day, and also focusing on more basics in the printables area. Jennifer, thanks for the answers. Just still wondering if I should select moderate activity or very active in the calculator. Pretty much I'm a stay-at-home mom, cleaning chasing 2 kids around. I feel like I need the extra calories, but I feel like I should be leaning out a little faster for having followed macros for 7 weeks. I would do the 1.55 moderator, Jennifer. Anna, where's the blueprint? So if you guys look at the top of our group, Raven put a post because we had an amazing round of babes come through VIP, and the VIP is now shut down and back on a wait list. So the blueprint is still open and still open for application. So if you guys check the top of the group, or if you go to the WarriorBabe.helpscoutdocs.com and you go to what programs do you offer in the digital program section, you can click on the WarriorBabe blueprint, and that link will take you to the application. My volume cut out right before this. What was the reply from Nikki? Oh, was that one for the carbs at dinner if you're a meso? And I said, no, you can still have carbs if you want. If you have carbs a lot, you can still have carbs at dinner.